Let's play a game. Think of a famous African pastor, or entrepreneur, or political analyst. Guess what? You won. You just thought of him. And not because of my title, but because you are smart. Andrew Ejimadu AKA Seer is a Nigerian pastor who is the founder of Christ Freedom Ministries, which is believed to be one of Limpopo's fastest growing churches. Andrew and his brother Cleopas Ejimadu were arrested in 2016 but later acquitted for defiling and raping a minor in Zambia. This is one of the many controversies which have trailed Seer. Many have branded him a false prophet because of this very act. So why is he one of the most famous African clergymen? Apart from, of course,
Nigerian evangelist Pastor T.B. Joshua and 2 engineers charged for criminal negligence in a building that collapsed in Lagos in 2014 failed to appear before a Lagos court.
Our founding fathers fought for these freedoms we have today, but looks like we have to continue the fight for the sake of our children before we completely lose it as a continent. Welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my videos. When you're asked who told you, tell them Mr. Right. Now let's dive into this. Seer is from Imo State in Nigeria. He is 41 years old as of the recording of this video. His birthday is on August 9th, 1978. Mr. Ejimadu attended comprehensive secondary school, Amauzari, before proceeding to the Advanced School of Theology, where he got a diploma in theology in 2006. If you're interested to become like him, you should try going there. He then founded Christ Freedom Ministries International a few years after his graduation and moved to Zambia, home of the Chipolopolo and the Bugatti and Iris Kayingu. Yeah, that story has more clickbait than my thumbnail. Back to the topic, Seer. Seer moved to Zambia, a predominantly Christian nation. Then things got really controversial, like literally, because he has a lot of scandals. Seer is surrounded by several controversies which made him more popular than the gospel he was preaching, or he does preach. Guys, does anyone have a sermon by Seer, like one where he's reading from the Holy Bible and preaching the gospel? Anyone? Or does he just perform miracles?
So blessed. I don't want to waste your time. I came to do something for 200 people.
Anyway, on November 24th, 2019, Seer was arrested in Polokwane, Limpopo, South Africa, following his claim that he would give people free miracle money.
Do you believe in miracle money?
Which is illegal because only the government can print miracle money, or just money. And his posts on FB are a lot of the type amen and you'll get this, type amen and you'll be successful, share my post and you'll be a billionaire. But don't forget to click subscribe and like my video because you'll get rich and I will find your lost lover. On April 13th, 2019, Seer was deported from Zambia by the Department of Immigration, sending him back to Nigeria on grounds that his presence and conduct in the country was likely to disturb peace and good order. Like all good businessmen, clergymen, at one point you have to diversify, and Mr. Andrew Ejimadu did not want to be any different. He started selling miracle, wait for it, miracle.
Water. Water is an important, extremely valuable resource.
Yes, Mr. President, water is an extremely valuable resource which in July 2017, Seer brand of water allegedly healed one of his church members of HIV/AIDS. WHO, Bill and Melinda Gates should definitely fund this guy. He might be onto something. Oh yeah, before I forget, that miracle water had an expiry date. Well, technically all water has an expiry date, which is for the bottle, not its content. But again, the bottle would affect its content eventually, right? But then, does plastic expire or does it just take long to degrade? I'm really going off topic here and that's a whole different video there. Anyway, so in July 2016, he was in the news alongside his brother, his young brother, Cleopas Ejimadu. They made headlines again because they were arrested by the Zambian police for allegedly raping a 14-year-old girl who had gone to their residence in Ibex Hill, Lusaka, Zambia for spiritual counseling. If these accusations are true, then that would have been a horrible thing of him and his brother to do, taking advantage of a young girl who went to them looking for guidance. This is also a warning to all the girls, ladies watching this. Always go with the male counterpart if you're going for prayers to a papa's house. Or if you can't go with the male counterpart, you can just invest in a stun gun. Yes, a stun gun. These babies are cheap but effective. You can get them from any Chinese shop, which I'm sure is just a stone throw away from your house. Mr. Andrew Ejimadu gave 1 million naira to a hotel cleaner. Before you go crazy and think he gave the man enough money for retirement and that was his pension, 1 million naira is about $2,500, which is good money, no lie. He made this donation a few days after he was deported from Zambia. Some will say he did it for publicity in order to stay relevant, others will say he did it because he's generous. But I will say please click on the subscribe button and like this video, and don't forget to type amen, because you, I can feel it, you will be my new subscriber. Then, Seer and the Zambian government. There are more than 500,000 results on Google if you type that. Seer and the Zambian government. Out of the blue to an already hectic start to 2020, Seer came out and claimed he had supernatural power and is the spiritual advisor for a lot of members in the Zambian government. This is not a politically sponsored video. I'm not being paid by any political party to say this, and honestly I don't want to go to jail because I'm very attractive and take very long showers. Seer had 1 hour rants on Facebook claiming he gave rings and supernatural powers to members in the ruling Zambian government, the Patriotic Front. The whole country went nuts and he became even more famous. Honestly, that's where I actually knew him from. He said he will give a list of names of people in the government who have his do as I say power. And it's been a minute since he's made that announcement and we're still waiting for the list. Just like how I'm still waiting for my miracle from the, water, which I bought because I was thirsty. This has been Mr. Right. Thank you for diving in with me to the end.